So I've never actually gone into a date or a relationship with me first. It was a roller coaster, had all the emotions. I was navigating so many elements of a real relationship in such an expedited time. So it's like, how was I ever supposed to find the one? So cameras didn't matter to me, outside world didn't matter to me. I was like, if this is going to be the person I'm walking down the aisle with, I need to make sure we're good.
Obviously, you're having to go through a divorce process. Is that long?
I was blindsided, and hand on heart, I'll say that with my honest truth.
Cal calling you too emotional and that he's not into kisses and cuddles, which you said never made sense.
It never made sense because when did he ever say he's ever uncomfortable? I've realised, like, love is blind.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Spill with Will. Before we start this episode, I want to make sure you guys freaking subscribe, and if you like the video, like and comment and tap that notification bell. So let's get into it. Love is Blind is all over my For You page. Love is Blind is all over my Netflix. Did you watch a reunion? Because yes, I was freaking there. And today I am joined by an icon from the show. It's Sarover! That was a really good intro.
I literally just clapped for myself.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here in this cloud. Like, this is really cool.
She was kind of shocked. I was like, yep, this is a production. This is a show.
It's stunning. It's really, really nice.
This ain't an exclusive, but I'm going to say it's an exclusive. P.S.
It's not an exclusive.
It's not an exclusive. But how has life been? I feel like it's been madness.
I honestly, I don't, what day is it?
I don't even know. It's Monday? No, it's Wednesday.
And where am I?
We're in London right now.
No, honestly, it's been a whirlwind.
Mm-hmm.
My reception from everyone has been honestly amazing. Like, I get so emotional with how much love and support there has been out there for me, because I was just being myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was navigating a real relationship. I was navigating the days in and days out, and I was just being real. And the fact people connected with me, honestly, my heart is like, it's so full right now.
Do you feel like as well, like we're speaking earlier before you got here about the representation as well?
Yes.
Like how like there just isn't really that many Indian girls on reality TV shows, and especially to go on like a show like Love is Blind. So how has that been for you?
I first thought, I'm going to go on a dating show. I'm going to have to come out here defending dating. That's honestly what I thought. But it could have been the more opposite. Everybody's now been like, you've made us so proud that you're representing South Asian girls. And I'm like, wow.
Snaps.
Yeah, because they're seeing me for me and they're proud of me. So when you have that sort of validation, that's beautiful. And going on the show and everybody seeing what they saw and that they're standing by me, because being an Indian girl dating, not only dating, then getting married to someone from a different culture, then the marriage ended and now I'm going to have to go through a divorce. So all these taboo subjects I'm living through.
Spoken about that doesn't normally get spoken about in your culture.
Not at all. And there will be households that do, and there will be other families that do, but majority no. So the fact that this is all happening, people are saying to me like, thank you, because now we see us in you and you're brave to do this. Yeah, so I just want to make these conversations more open. Dating, it's not wrong to date. It's not wrong to date someone who's a different culture. And just to put this out there, I just want these conversations to be globally more accepted by our families, by the generations above us, and by our friends as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I do want to touch on that as well, because I feel like that was a massive topic about the fact that you was dating someone from a different culture.
Yes.
But at the reunion, your mum was like, it's not really a big deal.
Yeah, do you know what it was? So my family have progressed a lot, and it's taken a lot of years for that. So for my mum, who was brought up very traditionally, like she got married off at 16.
Yeah.
So she's gone through all that. So when she's seeing us, me, my sisters growing up, she had to progress with the times. She had to kind of step out of that cultural norm, those generational norms, to support us, because we're growing up in the modern generation.
Mm-hmm.
Look what's happening around us. sometimes it might not even be cross culture. It might even be someone from the same gender now.
Yeah.
You just don't know where your heart's going to lead. So she stood by us, and she will open her arms up to anybody who we're in love with. And honestly, I'm so proud of her for that.
She's amazing as well.
She
I
did,
was
right?
like, T. And as well, like, because I was at the reunion, and then I was like, I knew that was your mum as well. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, the outfit, the glam, I was like, period, snap.
She looked amazing. I was so proud of her, honestly. And when I walked out, I was thinking, who did your makeup?
Did you do it herself?
I don't know. We still haven't even discussed the reunion together because it's been so busy.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's coming over on Saturday, and I said
for
to
a
her,
proper
right,
catch up.
it's self-care day. We're ordering Domino's, and we're going to talk. Yeah.
How was your family's reaction to you applying for the show? What was their initial reaction when you told them?
So I didn't want to say too much because I was honestly thinking, what are the chances of me actually finding someone? It's slim chances. That's what I thought.
A lot of people on the show don't even sometimes get an edit.
Exactly. So I just thought, let me not just make this a big deal. I'm going to be super chill. So I called Mum one day, and I was like, a few days before actually. And I was like, Mum, just to let you know, I'm going to go on Love is Blind. Like, I've actually got onto the show. And she was like, okay, cool. And I was like, just watch season 1, just so you understand the pods. I was like, you don't need to watch the rest of it. Just understand the pods, because that's where I'll be.
Did you know what the show was?
Who, me?
Did your mum know what the show was?
Oh, no.
No. So, like, explaining that to probably was like, what?
I was like, you're dating in pods. I said, I don't even see him. So I was like, technically, I'm making my own arranged marriage if it works out.
Yes.
So that's how I kind of pitched it to her. And she's really supportive. She was like, okay, enjoy it. Be safe. Let us know how it goes. So I was like, okay. And then I called my dad. So Dad, I saved the day before.
Yeah.
And I started it, and I was like, hey. And he was really stressed with something. And I was like, oh, this is not the time and place. And I was like, so by the way, I got accepted onto Fear Factor. And he was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. I was like, yeah. I was like, look, I'll be filming for 2 weeks. I'll be back. And he's like, okay, have a good time. And then 3 weeks later, I'm calling him, telling him I have a fiance.
Oh my God, what the hell?
Yeah.
What was his reaction? What is, like, your family's reaction to that? Because I can't even imagine going home and being like, oh, I'm going away for 3 weeks. Oh, P.S., I'm getting married.
Do what? If I'm going to... So Mum was really good. Mum's like, oh my God, this must be, this is where your journey was supposed to go. And I believe everything happens for a reason.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
Come on,
like,
spiritual queen.
Oh, 100%. Like, you know, the universe has everything written and you're just living. So Mum's very supportive like that. Then Dad. So obviously, okay, to be fair, it got a bit emotional with Dad because he goes, but why didn't you just tell me? And I felt bad for him because I was like, oh my God, like, why didn't I? Why did I think it was wrong for me to go on this show in the first place and hide it from him? So it actually opened up my sort of thinking to think, no. If I'm going to be progressive, Sarover, you need to stand true to yourself. So I apologized. I said, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't want to make a big deal. I didn't know how far I'd get in it. And then, yeah.
And then that happened. Were they there at your wedding day, your whole family?
They were there.
How was that for them?
It was so emotional. My dad, me and him have had quite a tricky relationship. Like, we've clashed a lot over the years, and I almost just keep things very simple with him, and he's very like, hey, how's it going? But we don't really dive into sort of deep convo.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's a really common thing, though.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all naturally, well, not everyone, but I feel like we're all naturally closer to our mums and open up to our mums, but our relationships with our dads, especially as well, I think I can relate a little bit. My dad's very cultural. He's Peruvian Spanish.
Oh, so yeah.
Like, he doesn't open up his feelings as much, and like, you don't really open up. So was that kind of similar for you? Yeah,
very similar. Like, to the point growing up, like loads of my friends would have their dads text them, even putting a kiss at the end of a text or saying, I love you. As our dad was very much like, hey, you're right. And I'm like, yeah. Good. And then I'm like, love you. And it'll be like awkward. But honestly, he's changed so much over the years. Like, he's so in touch with his feels now. Like, he's like one of the girls. So I should have probably given him I should have trusted him a bit more. So that's my lesson I've learned from that. But when he saw me in my wedding dress, you'll see on the show, he couldn't even talk. He just wanted to cry. And it makes me like emotional thinking about it, because the joy and the pride in his face and his eyes, like, I was like, don't cry, I'm good. And I'm like, are you ready to walk down the aisle? Because I'm ready. And yeah, it was a beautiful moment. Yeah.
Do you get to pick out your wedding dress?
I do.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I had two.
Period. Yes, you did. No one else had two.
No.
As you should. I love that. No. And rings as well. Do you get to pick out what you want, or does...
Yes. So you get
we won't
to...
name who yet, but do they pick the ring?
not necessarily going to a shop and pick, but you get to send sort of ideas you would like for a ring, and then they basically gift you that ring.
So technically, it's a free wedding.
And that's why my dad was also crying with tears of joy.
Yes, he had to pay for everything.
Yeah. 1 out of 3 daughters was paid for.
How long was the whole process?
About 10 weeks in total.
Wow, that's kind of long. And you were there from beginning to end?
Day 1 till the last day, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when looking back, how do you feel about your overall experience?
Wow, it was life-changing. That's the word I would honestly use, life-changing. Yeah, it was a roller coaster, had all the emotions. I was navigating so many elements of a real relationship in such an expedited time. And during that, I was learning so much about myself.
I was literally going to ask, did you learn anything about yourself?
So much. I've learned, during it, I was trying to honestly focus on me and his relationship. So I was really trying to focus on that. So cameras didn't matter to me. Outside world didn't matter to me. I was like, if this is going to be the person I'm walking down the aisle with, I need to make sure we're good. So I was very much focused on that. Post, obviously, breakup, what I learned since then and watching it and having the support from everybody is I'm learning I am good enough. I'm learning that I was good enough in that relationship. It wasn't me at all.
It wasn't.
No, and I found this new self-confidence. I've realised, like, love is blind, because I've honestly always dated with the expectations at the back of my head. So I've never actually gone into a date or a relationship with me first. So it's like, how was I ever supposed to find the one? So now I've learned how to find the one. It's going with an open heart and open mind. And that's the massive take home for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I feel like as well, like during the whole process, you can really see how your emotions were so raw and you were so vulnerable on the show as well. And you could tell that you went on the show with good intention. Like, you didn't go on the show for just to be on Netflix, on the TV show. Like, you actually went in there looking for love and also for the experience.
Yeah. And I even said this at one point. I said this to Cal at one point, and I said, look, when this all goes public, if anything gets between us, whether it's socials or interviews or, you know, anything you want to do, maybe I'm not keen on, or I do something that you're not keen on, I said I would drop anything just to focus on us and make that work. That's how much I was invested in that, because that's real life. Everything else can come and go, but your relationship with that person, that's a life. When I signed on the dotted lines, I was signing for a life partner. So
yeah, you can. I feel like all of the girls this year from the show, you can tell they all really wanted to find love. And like, they were all genuine about their feelings. Yeah. Whereas the guys, however, I don't know if they took the experience as serious as the girls.
Do you know what? One of them actually said that to me. He goes, you guys should have taken it as seriously. And I was like,
guys, it's called Love is Blind.
But it has
You've
the word
watched
love.
season 1.
Yeah, and it has the word love in it. This is not dating this or anything that.
Ain't no Love Island.
No, it's not.
You're getting married and it's a real freaking wedding.
Literally, it's a real wedding. And I think that baffles a lot of people.
Well, yeah, it baffled me. I'm like still a bit shook about that, because obviously you're having to go through a divorce process.
Eventually.
How is that long?
I hope not. My goal is by 2026, I walk in as a strong, independent girl ready to find the one and not still tied to my past.
I forget that, like, it takes 2 years. Does it take 2 years for that process? Or?
No, God, no.
Oh, I heard it was 2 years.
Oh, no, because then that'll be 2027. No, that's too long.
So 2026 is when you can officially, like, leave that in the past.
I hope so. It should be, look, we went into this with good intentions. I believe I definitely did. And I can't see him making anything difficult later on. So I just hope we file. It's wish you well, done. That's it. There's nothing to go for. There was no kids involved, that we didn't move in together. There's no mortgage, nothing like that at all. So hopefully he comes with kindness and he comes with compassion, and we just move on.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, because otherwise I'll have to go for the gym.
Spirit out.
Yeah, if you're gonna do me wrong,
yeah. Like, snaps to that.
Yeah, I've got a backbone.
Period. How did you find the pods? Because I'm like fascinated by this, because I had no idea it was filmed in Sweden.
Yeah.
What?
And in a place which is like a Stranger Things sort of set. Like, you're literally like where am I?
It's given AI. It looks like the lights and the whole setup. It's just like, wow, it doesn't look real.
I want to go back to make sure it was real. Like, I want to make sure I go to the area, like, it was there.
And like, there's a wall in between you, yeah?
Yes.
How do you hear them? Is it like a really thin wall, or is it like, is it coming from above?
So, like, you're in, you know, I'm on the, like this actually, here's the couch and the wall is there. I have no idea how thick or thin that wall is. All that I know, there's this like little motion of a movement of like a pink hue that goes on, and you kind of try to follow it, and like, you try to see through it, you can't see through it. And there's a speaker like in that corner.
Yeah. Because I'm always like, if you're like, because there's a wall, like, you're like, how do you hear each other?
No, the speaker's on. Except for Paul D, I keep saying this, his speaker was really quiet. So at times we would slowly navigate. Even some of us would sit quite near it to hear him. But no, the speaker's on. So it's honestly like you're in a TARDIS and it's pin drop silence and it's just you and the voice.
Wow.
That's all it is. It's surreal.
And you have a voice of God, right? That kind of tells you like...
Oh, yeah. Pod
the voice
God.
of God, yeah.
Yeah, I call it Pod God, yeah. And they're like, there's 2 minutes. And I'm like, thanks.
And when you did your speed dating, did you feel like you instantly cow from the day one? Was that...
Do you what? When you're speed dating, you can only ask the main questions. And it would be like age, what do you do, where do you live, things like that. There was something about when he spoke that it just felt like I felt something. And I don't know what it was, but...
Isn't that crazy for just someone's voice?
When you get rid of all your senses bar one, it's very interesting what you pick up, what your body hears, what your mind and your heart. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
And when you're hearing his voice, you're obviously picturing what he looks like.
Yes.
Was it the same as to what you was envisioning?
So, as we all know, I put it out there that my type and what I've always envisioned was a Zac Efron. That's been my girl crush. People have told me I think he's a lot more older than me. So I think I'm going back to Zac Efron from High School Musical.
Yeah.
That's it. That is like what I've always envisioned. So the wispy hair, the tan sort of look, the dark features.
He does kind of. I actually he looks more like Zac Efron's dad.
Who does? Current Zac Efron.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, if there's a lookalike Zac Efron, let me know.
Yes, we will let you know.
Subscribe and then let us know.
And comment below.
So that was my type. But honestly, I connect with Cal so much emotionally that it was almost like, yes, you need that physical attraction. There needs to be that last piece of the puzzle, but it almost just went out the window. I couldn't even picture him because I was gone with the wind at this point.
When I tell you, watching you two, like obviously that whole process, I honestly, I'm sorry, I'm lost for words because I'm just shooketh because I'm still shook now. Because obviously watching the show, I was gunning for you both. I was like, oh my God, yeah, they're literally like perfect. And then reunion, and I see him walking ahead and you're walking behind, and I'm like,
did you not see me waddling?
Yes, you was like trying to catch up, and I was like, wait.
Is it the dress? Or...
I was like, is it the dress or is something going on? And then it all revealed itself, and I was shocked.
Yeah.
And I think as a nation we was all shocked.
Yes.
What the fuck happened? Do you know really still?
So I won't go into all the ins and outs of the relationship or anything like that. All that happened was I was blindsided, and hand on heart, I'll say that with my honest truth, I really was. To wake up one morning and just be told, literally within, he was just, the way he was sat on the couch is exactly how he was sat on his grandma's couch talking to me, and it was the same expression. It was, and he even said it to me whilst he was talking, like, this will be coming across cold to you. And within a few minutes he just told me, it's over, it's the best decision for both of us, I will eventually understand, and we're very different people, there's no spark, and I'm more affectionate and emotional, and that was it, like almost. And I was in shock because I thought, where did this come from? Because he's
just out of nowhere.
No, it honestly was, because I used to ask him every week. It was almost because I was so used to the nature of filming that you would always have these open conversations, because we started our relationship based on open communication. And so I'd always say every week, is there anything we need to talk about, anything to discuss, any worries? He'd always be like, no, to the point eventually he was like, look, if there's anything to worry about, I will tell you, we're good. So that when he was saying all this, I was like, but how did this? I was just
completely blindsided.
Completely, honestly, completely. And he just said, you know, if you want to talk, then. And I was like, but what's the point of talking, Cal? Like, you've made your decision. And once he makes a decision, there's no change in Cal's mind. And he will vouch for that as well. He's done it, and that was it. And I could tell. What's the point of me now trying? There was no reason to try in that moment.
They didn't air though as well on the reunion the fact that his brother even kind of agreed with what you were saying. And kind of was like, Cal, there ain't going to be anyone for you on the outside.
His brother said Sarover's perfect for you, and if it doesn't work with her, it won't work with anybody else. And Cal agreed. So it's like, so why did you marry me? Well, yes, why did you go on the show? Because the show is about ending up in a marriage if you continue. So that, obviously, I felt like you were not on the right show. But then it made me think, was I your experiment in the experiment?
Do you feel like he maybe went on the show for just a boost of ego, or is it socials, or is it like, I actually am trying to figure out as well as a viewer, like, why did he go on the show? I don't get it. Have you figured that out yet?
I'm trying to figure a lot out, but all that I know is at this point I just don't focus on why he went. I focus on what's happened now, and
I feel like
and what's happening next.
That's the closure you got.
Yes.
How have you been able to get closure, and have you been able to like move on and really, because you're going through heartbreak.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
My closure was when he said that. I just thought he shouldn't have married me. How was he ever in love? Because if you're truly in love, you fight for something. Where was the fight? Where was the conversation? Just a conversation to try. Because if we gave it a shot, if we then gave it 100%, then I could say, well, we both tried and it didn't work out, and it's a shame. It's obviously it'll be going through a heartbreak, and I totally understand that. But you eventually, time heals. But my closure was him just saying all that, and sometimes you don't really get closure. Now I know I'm never gonna get it
over that. Do you know what I mean?
It's hard, but do you know what it is?
I relate. Like I feel like we've all been through. I feel like have you had any DMs like of girls saying that they've experienced anything similar?
Every day.
I have so many friends that have been through something like this, where they've been in a relationship and out of nowhere the guy just wants to close it off. No reasoning, just ended, and they won't ever know the reason, even though you're fighting for that reason.
Correct.
But you won't find it because I don't even know.
So I went through in January, it was honestly one of the darkest times of my life, and I went through the moments of, what have I done? Was it me? Could I have done something? Did I miss signs? Was I not good enough? Like, I self-doubted so much to the point, like, my family friends honestly had to pick me up and just kind of give me a reality check. Yeah, it was hard. I would say it was probably my first heartbreak. A lot of people
understand this though.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good that you're speaking about it.
Yeah, because it's like, you're seeing me now, but that wasn't me. Like, yeah, and it's real. It is real, and we shouldn't be ashamed about it. It's a part of a life journey that nobody wants to go through, but a lot of us will go through in some sort of way, whether it's a friendship breakup, a relationship breakup, even family. Some family relationships do end as well. But what you see now is a girl who's there. She's getting there, and yeah, she's ready for life.
Do you look back and are you just like happy at how it all played out?
Yeah.
You wouldn't change anything back if you could go back?
No, everything, the way I was true to myself. What you watch, my relationship, that's exactly how it was. And which is why I was like, you all deserve for me to sit next to them on this couch, as uncomfortable as it is, and tell the truth, because you were rooting for us, you believed in us, so you deserve to see what happened. And that's why, honestly, like, I had to just bite the bullet and just sit there and be like, just get through this, like, you can do it.
And sometimes everything happens for a reason, and even though like these lessons are awful, it does make you so much stronger for like the next person you're gonna date. And how I just want to know, what's the tea now? Like, are you dating now? Like,
no, I had to take a lot of time to build myself back up, and honestly I feel like this is Sarover 2.0. Like, she sees life.
Sarover 2.0.
Sarover 2.0 is ready.
I love it.
Honestly, and she sees life differently. I'm open-minded. I've got an open heart. I want to enjoy life. Wherever happiness comes from, I'm ready for that. I'm not putting pressure on to just settle down now, because it will happen when it happens with the right person. I'm not going to put pressure on it. Just enjoy life, because it's so short. How long are we really here for?
It's so true.
None of us know.
But now I guess you know what you want.
Oh, I know what I want.
Yeah.
And this time, when I hear answers to questions, I will follow up with a question, because I was too trusting, and I learned that. And when I
Because he
reflect,
was real though, that's why. And
I know, but still, like, look what happened to me.
I
So,
know, but I would rather. I think people relate more with real people than someone that is not
oh,
real.
of course, but I'm just not going to take things like if a guy says, I've had 7 exes, okay, I need to be like, why? Like, as in, okay, you've told me why, but what was the reason? Why did each one end? Did you not want to continue? Did you try? Like, God, now I've got a whole new list of things. No one's going to want to date
She's
me
got
now.
a book because she's got a checklist. Like, they got to check everything off.
Should I send the manuscript out? So no, it's just I need to just be a little bit more, a bit more thorough.
How has life been now at the minute? Because I think it's so chaotic, and I can't get over the fact that this was filmed a year ago.
I know.
So having to watch it back for the first time, how was that? Because I feel like every episode must have been a surprise.
It was, because I was watching it with you real time.
Yeah.
So as you guys were sat there, I was literally sat right in front of the TV, like, what are they saying? What's happening? But everything I said, it was just me in conversation. I had no anxiety about anything that was being portrayed, because it was just, I've never had to think twice. I forgot the cameras were there. Like, you'll see me, like, my posture's terrible. At times I'm just eating my chips in a conversation because I was just letting it all be us.
Period.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to play a game?
Oh my God, go for it.
Okay, so I've got a new segment. It's called The Spillage, where I read. I know you're like
Spillage.
shaking.
Yeah.
I know. Don't worry. It's all just tea. It's just spill of will tea. So the spillage is basically where I read out some of the most recent articles that have been in the press, and you can either clear the rumors or you can just sip and move on.
Okay.
So,
I think you meant tea, like gossip tea, because I was like, this is the less gossipy girl you're going to have.
No. It's been great. Right. Let's start off with the first headline is Cal calling you too emotional and that he's not into kisses and cuddles, which you said never made sense.
It never made sense because when did he ever say he's ever uncomfortable? When did he ever act uncomfortable? When did he ever pull away? He never did.
And I feel like, did you not make that clear as well? That's something. Do you talk about like what's your love language?
Yeah. And do what was very interesting? My love language initially was, I like that. I like the physical touch, because who doesn't want to feel like that? When you're walking out in public, you can hold hands at times. And he did say his is more words of affirmation. Like, he likes to be told, like, I don't know, oh, you look really good today. Something really basic like that. So that's his. And as we were navigating our relationship, I said to him, I said,
he's insecure?
I don't know. He's a very confident guy.
I always think sometimes, though, with the really masculine, big guys, sometimes if they need to be told they're good looking and things like that, it can sometimes be a bit of insecurity.
Oh,
Only
really?
from my mates.
Oh, that's interesting. I never thought of that.
Okay, well, maybe I'm just thinking of something else.
Maybe.
Is that, maybe.
Yeah, I've never thought about that.
I think as well, we forget that men actually can be very insecure about themselves, and they sometimes put that onto the girl.
And someone was saying that to me today, actually. Because I had obviously this is not my normal glam. So I did have a shoot today, and
period.
Yeah, and the girl was telling me, she goes, "Oh, I've just been through a breakup. Like, I'm sort of healing from it." And she goes, she realized she was in a relationship where he was insecure, and those insecurities passed on to her, and it started to make her anxious. And then when she felt anxious in the relationship, she actually had the courage to walk away, because she goes, "This doesn't make me feel safe. Like, I don't feel like this is a safe home now for me." So maybe it is, and I just didn't pick up the signs from someone telling me what their love language is.
I think it's just me being a gay guy and having loads of girlfriends and
Yeah.
those guys, and like I just see through it, and I feel like a lot of guys sometimes are so insecure that their way of feeling better about themselves is by putting the girl down and putting the blame on the girl and not taking any accountability.
Well, it's interesting because when we were actually filming, there was one time where I say to Cal, I was like, "Oh, should we hold hands?" And he was like, "No." But then when we did a scene later, he was like, "Oh, hold my hand."
When the cameras were on?
Yeah. And I'm not going to lie, that made me feel a certain way. And
well, yeah, because you're in it for the right reasons.
Yeah, and that's when I had to figure out, is my on-camera relationship going to be the same as my off-camera relationship? And I think they were very different.
But off-camera, when you spent those 3 months away from the show, was that like the show, or was that different?
I don't ever want to sort of talk negatively about him, because that's not who I am. But I will talk about the relationship, and what I would say is how I felt in that relationship. the on-camera relationship was definitely not the same as the off-camera, and I was the same person throughout. So what changed? What happened?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I love y'all. I feel like I'm really kikiing of you. I'm forgetting like this cameras are here. Right, okay. Another article. There's been an article as well talking about your mum weighing in on the drama.
Yes.
How has that been?
Well, which parent doesn't want to have answers on? Oh wait, weighing in the drama? How?
I think it was the reunion.
Oh really? People have said that.
Yeah, getting him like speaking up, but as in praising for what she was saying.
Oh yeah.
But I think as well the fact that when I was there, I was kind of shook if that cat was speaking back. I was like, you do not talk to a mother like that.
It was. I found it disrespectful, if I'm going to be honest.
Me too.
But mum handled it really well, because all that mum was doing is, when Cal came into our family, he started calling mum. Yeah. So if you built that rapport and that relationship, mum felt like she could talk to him, because that's what they had developed, to the point like mum could text him and he would message her back, and we had a group chat, me, mum and him. And when mum was in the Caribbean was she in the Caribbean? Oh, she was on a cruise. That's all I know.
I love that for her.
I know. To be fair, I wish I went.
Can I be on that cruise, please?
Honestly, yeah. Please invite me Christmas next year. So when she was away, she was sending us pictures of like her and her husband and like the mother-in-law. So he had that. So for mum to talk to him, that's very normal. It wasn't out of place, out of the blue. It wasn't her stepping over the mark. What she said to him, that was a mother's love, a mother's protection, and I respect it.
Period. Thank you. Right, another article which I know actually from my head is,
okay.
Can you clear up the photo booth tea? What's your take on it, please?
So I was actually asleep during this whole scenario. So
I love that it was at JY as well, which is kind of iconic.
We all went there.
I love it.
Yeah, I don't think we actually went out anywhere much besides that.
To be fair, it's honestly, Manchester on a night out is honestly cricket sometimes. So JY is literally the only place, but even that's a bit like no one's there. It's like tumbleweed. But anyways,
it was. But so I wasn't there. Disclaimer. But and surprise, I was asleep by about as soon as it was all done. But what I know is photo booth scene did happen. There was a photo booth. There was Jav. There was Sophie. What was said in that photo booth, only they know. But there was no curtain.
I know.
But what I'm going to say next is, the principle is, as a fiance, I just feel like, let me pretend it's me.
Okay.
I'm a fiance and I'm on a night out and I've got, I don't know, I've had a situationship, or I've dated, or I'm really friendly with a guy who everybody knows. If I step into a photo booth with him, what is my attention?
It's kind of true. It's what are you trying to get out of the photo?
So it just made me feel uncomfortable. It just made me feel uncomfortable. And honestly, Jab is a good friend. I would leave it as that. And
he's getting a lot of stick online.
Because it's just you're a fiance now, and I know you're all friends, you've all dated each other, and you're on a show, but it's not. It's real life, and that's what it is. It just doesn't sit well. It doesn't matter whether there was a curtain, whether there was a brick wall, whether anything. You've stepped into a photo booth in a confined area with another girl to have a private chat whilst your fiance wasn't there. It's just not nice. I don't like it.
You said it that period. That's it. Honestly, no, I get that.
It's just not respectful. And I think, that's all it is. It's just not respectful.
With the couples, who shocked you the most that didn't last? Apart from himself.
Barda and Jed.
Me too.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one coming either.
I thought they were the strongest couple. Barda's like my best friend. She always would be open with me and everything was great.
She's looking so good.
She looks amazing.
She looks amazing as well on the show, but I mean, I saw her at the reunion and I was like,
and she's so naturally beautiful. Like, I went round hers the other day. We were just having like a sofa day, and I was like, "Are you wearing makeup?" She's like, "No." I was like, "God, your face card is stunning."
I love that she moved to Dubai.
She was out of it.
Got it.
She left.
She said, "Nah, not for me. Jet to Dubai."
Yeah, not Jet 2, by the way. Barda would not do Jet 2.
Oh no, she's way too bougie for that.
But Barda and Dubai, it suits her perfectly. I actually went to see her for my birthday.
How was that?
So much fun.
Aww.
Oh my God, so much fun. We had the best girls trip. Yeah.
What advice would you have to anyone that is going on to the show?
Go in with an open heart and an open mind. Drop your guard. Be vulnerable. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it's best to be vulnerable if you really want to build a solid, true, what's the word? Genuine relationship.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What is next for you?
Oh, what's next for me?
Because I feel like you're doing a lot.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a tired girly right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
What were you doing before?
As in
Job-wise, like
job-wise. Oh, so I was part owner of a medical company. So that's still happening in the background, but I found a passion for life now. And my passion is I want to be an advocate for women, especially the South Asian community now. And I just want to make these conversations about dating cross culture, anything like that, to be open. And I feel like there's so much out there I need to talk about, because why are we struggling and thinking we're doing things wrong?
Yeah.
We're not.
Did you receive any backlash from your own community?
Initially I did. Yeah.
And it was that initially just because was that when you were just announced?
Yeah. And I think it was the fear of, oh my God, there's this Punjabi Sikh girl, she's gone on a dating show. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna make us look bad? That's what it was. And do you know what? Honestly, since then, it's just been everyone saying I've made them proud. And
that's really amazing.
Honestly,
best outcome, right?
Truly the best outcome.
Because I can imagine when you first saw that the initiative of like you being launched, was that quite scary?
I was so scared because I thought, I didn't know how I was going to be perceived. I honestly was getting ready to defend myself.
Yeah.
And it's been the opposite, which means, I have done them proud.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes me really happy.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that you're the representation, because I feel like there just isn't enough of it happening on reality TV, and like these subjects that are taboo or don't get spoken about need to be spoken.
They do, because we're not doing anything wrong by dating with an open heart. Just because we're not following the cultural cycles or the generational cycles, this is because we've been brought up in a new generation. So we just need to adapt them. There's respect for our history 100%, because we wouldn't be where we are today without it. But look where we are. We need to just make it more comfortable. If our families accept us for that and accept our happiness, it makes it easier. You know, love doesn't discriminate, so we shouldn't be discriminated against.
When did your family move down here?
So as into the UK?
Yeah.
So my grandparents were first to move over. Oh, when was that? Years ago. Like they were in their early 20s. And then from then the families just continued. Yeah.
Do you feel like you do more reality TV now?
If it's reality TV, that's appropriate for me.
Yes, I love it.
Because, you know, you're not going to see me on like Perfect Match in a bikini, making out with random guys. It's just never going to happen, because
do you
that's
know
not
what?
me.
I feel like you'd be great on The Traitors.
Please. Honestly, I've said this. Okay, my face does give it away a lot, though. You have seen, like,
you're very good at talking, and I feel like you'd be good. Would you want to be a faithful or a traitor?
I want to be a traitor.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, I would love that. I think that's a show. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I wouldn't really see you on like Perfect Match or anything like that.
Maybe like I'm a celeb, but obviously I'm not a celeb. Maybe I'm a
civilian.
I'm a civilian. Get me out of here.
Get me out of here.
Honestly, that would be so much fun. I would love it. I'm not good with creepy crawlies, but I can eat rice and beans for days. So.
Do you know one show I could never do? SAS. Is it SAS?
Someone mentioned this. What's that one about?
I love that everyone in this room is laughing, because they all know I'd do absolutely shit on a show like that.
What's it about? I don't think I've heard of it.
Oh my God, it's hell. It is hell. Basically, it's like army camp. Like, it's like men shouting at you. Like it's like 10 celebrities go to like, I don't even know where it's filmed, but it's giving like running, army camp, shooting, and like.
Oh really?
Chloe Borris did it. Bless her. She lasted one day, and Tasha as well.
How long do you think you would last?
24 hours, I think.
Day?
Yeah, a day as well. Do you know what? I'd want to try. Do you know who? Shout out to Bimini.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who Bimini is. She's like a drag queen. She made it to the last 4.
Wow.
And I was like, slay, because I know a lot of people wouldn't expect like Bimini to last in, and I think people wouldn't expect me to even last till the end. But that's for a show like that, you have to get your hands dirty.
See, I think I could do that.
I think you could as well.
And I'm quite competitive. Like, I've grown up like kickboxer girly, all of that. Like, I am very competitive, so I think I would give that a good shot.
So I want to just talk about the pods. So when you was there any connections inside the pods that we didn't see you connect with anyone?
Not really. I had good connections. I was actually do you want to know my top 5?
Yeah.
So my top 5 was Cal, it was Jav, Patrick, Dee, and Jack. That was my top 5. Yeah.
And from the get-go, you just knew.
from the get-go, there were good connections, but with Cal, there was this spark that I don't know even how to describe. Okay, so you know Winnie the Pooh, and he has the honey, and he gets all like warm and fuzzy. That's how it was for me. And I was like, what is this? Because it's not anxiety butterflies. It was these butterflies I've never experienced before.
And how long are these conversations going on for in the pods?
So initially they start around sort of like 10 minutes, because that's like you're
speed
dating everyone.
dating.
Yeah, you're basically speed dating. Every day gets longer, longer, and longer. So eventually you're on like 2.5 hour dates.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it ever exhausting?
Yeah, I ended up with a chest infection halfway through.
Oh my God.
So when you see my book, you wouldn't have picked up on this, but it's quite thick. So each page would have like strepsils, then it was ibuprofen, paracetamol, and my goblet always had water. So I was literally, having to recover.
And are you ever allowed to describe what you look like?
No, because as soon as you mention, I don't know, like, oh, like I'm quite tall, you know, they're like, excuse me, and you're looking up like, oops. So no, you're not. So what it might look like is I know Cal's ethnicity quite early on. I actually didn't till about halfway through.
Because I was wondering this.
Yeah.
Because I know you're not allowed to know, but I remember you guys kind of told each other.
Yes.
Did you guys get told off about that by the voice of God?
No, so ethnicity is one of those where you can talk about background, because just because you have a background, it doesn't mean you're going to look like everybody in that culture.
It's very true.
Everybody's very unique. So it doesn't really give that away. But with me and him, it was halfway through. And this is why I know Love is Blind, because when he told me, I was like, it doesn't mean anything. I was like, I don't even need to know. And that's amazing for a girl who grew up with a lot of knowing, you know, expectation wise, you're supposed to sort of marry an Indian Sikh guy. So yeah, that was testament to the experiment.
This is the most randomest question ever, but it's been popping on TikTok whenever I see anything.
I think I know
Cal.
what you're going to say. Oh, Cal.
Yeah,
okay.
Is it about his contacts?
He doesn't have contacts.
Because I keep seeing it all over my For You page. Like the search bar is Cal's contacts.
Oh no, he wears clear ones to see.
But I think people think he's wearing blue contacts.
No, so his mum and his grandma have the same blue eyes. He gets that from his
Wow.
mum's side of the family. Because I asked him as soon as I saw him at the reveal, the first, I was like, where did you get those eyes from? And I was like, what a weird
At
question. Yeah.
Taking them out, putting them in.
Literally, no, they are 100% natural.
What did you think I was going to ask you?
Oh, I thought you were going to bring up Freddie, because everybody's in the comments saying, oh, Sarover and Freddie.
Yeah, what's the tea on that?
Oh, no, there is no tea.
Oh, there is no tea.
There is no tea.
She's cleared it up. There is no tea between Sarover and Freddie.
No, there's no tea between us. But I really appreciate you guys trying to set me up.
Yeah, I would. Come on, Winnie. I would love a Love is Blind. Like, is there anyone in the lineup of boys that you're like, maybe, yeah, it's kind of cute? Or do you feel like you're all kind of family now because you've come from the same show?
We're all kind of family. Yeah, we're all kind of family. But also, I'm like, whoever's meant to be out there for me, they'll find me. That's what I'm believing in now. I'm not going to go searching, because I'm just going to enjoy life.
Period.
Yeah.
Right. Before we end this and wrap this episode up, I just want to say, firstly, I've loved having you.
Thank you.
And do you have a questionnaire for me?
Oh. Let me think.
It can be something about the show.
Yeah.
It can be a makeup tip. It can be anything. The world is your oyster.
If you went on Love is Blind
I love this.
and you did get to the altar, and let's say you saw some sort of signs that you're not too keen on, do you think you would have still said yes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Do you know what it is? I think the pressure and the build-up of the wedding, your family's there, their family's there. I don't know how some of them say no at the end, because everyone's reaction and everyone's like...
and it is like that.
And I just can't deal with that. Like, it would be all like for example, Barda, like, for example...
Honestly, that girl's a strong girly.
When she did that, I was like, oh my God, what did she just do? Like, it was so tense. And I think I'd be a pussy and just say, yeah.
Okay.
But then I don't think I'd end up going to, I think to those that actually weren't serious, why did you go that far anyway? Do you know what I mean?
True.
Like, why would you put yourself to the end?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't put myself to that stage, because I would not. You have to be so sure if you're going to marry someone.
Yeah, it's a
blinking
real
real marriage.
It's real. I've got a marriage certificate.
She's out hand to get divorced.
Yeah, that's going to happen. I will be filing.
Yeah, you will be filing. My God, that's so funny. You have to change your name and everything. I forgot about that.
Well, luckily, I did take it because I was that in love. I was going to take a surname, but luckily I didn't change anything legally. So,
thank God for that.
Yeah, because that would have been a whole nother process. But he was pushing for it, by the way.
Ugh.
Yeah.
This man.
And I said, no, we'll wait till a year. Once we reach a year, I know we've done a year in the real world, like the outside world. That's when I'll change my passport. I'll change everything. We'll host the big Indian wedding. Well, big Asian wedding, should I say, because it's two cultures coming together. So the big Asian wedding, that's what the goal was for me, 1 year.
And with your Indian wedding on the show, was it just one day?
Yeah, our wedding was just 1 day.
Wow, because I know I've been to an Indian wedding before, and it was 3 days.
Oh, please, I've been to one that's 2 weeks.
They're long. I love it.
So long.
And the party don't stop.
We get emotional. We end up crying getting ready because we're like, how can we keep doing this every day?
Have you seen the Indian wedding on Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Whose Indian wedding?
It was, oh my God, it's like the most richest family.
Oh my God, the Ambanis.
Yes!
How could I forget?
Oh my God.
How could I forget? Yes, I was not invited.
I know. Next, you might now. They might have watched Love Is Blind. You never know.
Could you imagine?
Well, go, yeah. I feel like you will be at the next wedding. Well, I want to be at the next wedding. So if you get a +1, please invite me.
Saying that, I did get a really amazing DM that made me scream in my car and go around the block 3 times, so I kept missing my parking space. Have you watched Dubai Bling?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Zaina.
No!
I honestly...
I would have been gagged.
No.
Gagged.
I started screaming. My sister thought I literally crashed my car. Yeah, and I had to like literally stop and be like, oh my God, she has just DM'd me.
Do you know who I love? Mona.
Everybody loves.
I love it. Is it because I love Huda?
Do you know what it is? But Zaina's like my icon. I
Yeah,
see her
she's
such
an
a
icon.
strong role model. So for me, that was like, but yeah, obviously, yeah, Mona's Mona.
She's an icon. Well, my love, thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Thank you.
Guys, we're going to wrap this pod up. It's getting chuffing late. Make sure you guys subscribe. Tap that notification bell if you enjoyed the episode. Like and comment. I want to hear your feedback. And who should I have next on the pod? Every week, episodes, every Friday. Love you guys. Bye!